California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Come on now, let's go!
Here we go, set. Red, 38.
He runs. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
6, Mega.
Watch the slant.
Shock, 17.
Tight dog.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens.
Here we go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Striker, 3-3. Striker.
49, check 49.
Black shock.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Watch the screen.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Right there. 54, right there.
70 Lion.
I'm going to run you over. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike,
On second down and 4, Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check him. Here we go.
Now Lance. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Man, I got you. Say.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Mike 54. I got wide. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Black 40. Steel, black.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On 1st down, Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Ready. 45. White.
Blue Dan, blue Dan.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The give is to Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, one Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch 54, watch 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is
Now Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
You can't block me. Check the...
On first down, Callaway. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Callaway down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
Showing eight.
They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, number 28, Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the way.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check safety.
Trap 60.
Mike's 5'4". Coming to you. Mike's 54. I'm coming, baby.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they change plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Mike, 28. Mike, 28.
Lance now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, number 2.
Red, cycle.
He's coming. Check him.
Check.
Lance now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Go.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch that.
Cheetah.
Check 26. Slam. Check 3.
Striker.
Check.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, dog.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
All right, D, let's start. All right, D.
Mike 28.
So don't say nothing.
Lance looking to throw it.
Watch the run, watch the run.
He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And now the rookie's free.
There it is.
Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, watch it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his home territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Set 53.
Come off the ball hard.
Check 37. Check 37.
Clause 10.
Check.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Looking left side.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
That's Stevens. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
4. Y'all not ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Herbert off of play action. Going up top.
65.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Watch the run.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Right there, 54.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to let it go again. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. 20. 10. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Right there.
Shut up. 70 Timberwolves.
54 Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
They run the counter. Count away. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Safety screen.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
I got you, son.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Last stop. Last stop.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Mike 54.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, watch that.
Here's Herbert.
Mike 54. I got you.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I'm letting you know right
Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
They definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
No.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Here we go. 33.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
43 rail.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Go. It's wrong.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 193 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
It's a party now.
Shovel. 38.
Chubb.
Bring in the
And he's going to
second
take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
6-man. Check curls.
18, Pioneer.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Callaway. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Cut. Watch out.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We're pretty quiet.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
And even down to the red zone. Keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike,
Shut up. 70 Lions.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill.
Now a give, right side. Callaway. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Tackles.
They'll go with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They run. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big play there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
45,
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be